Good morning. If I look like a thumb, it's because I am one. I'm actually one of those thumb people from Spy Kids. Welcome to a day in the life of someone who has a full-time job that is not writing and is also writing a book. I've just sat down at my desk, took a shower, my dogs are playing in the background, I don't know what to tell you. It has been a morning. It is 8:53. I start work at 9. I made bagels. If one looks weird, there's a reason. Thought I had cream cheese, did not. Thought I had butter, also don't have that. No avocados, I had guacamole. So I was like, well, put guacamole on it. And I tried it and it was gross. So I scraped it off and then this one's just plain. And that's just what we're doing today, apparently. I have tea, I have a giant cup of water from a state fair cup. My desk is a mess and it's all gonna be fine. I think I need to just sit here for a minute and like center myself, and then we'll actually get started for the day. I definitely need to eat and just breathe for a minute. All of that to say, welcome to the vlog. I'm happy you're here. What is my voice? Hello? I'm happy you're here. I'm happy to be vlogging today. It's been a minute since I've done a day in the life, so welcome to Wednesday, and let's do this. I'm really hoping you can't see any of that information. Already off the bat, I have a good chunk of emails that I need to send out, so that's what we're working on early this morning. The half guacamole bagel, not the best decision I have ever made, but it's not terrible, and I'm not gonna waste food and throw it away, so here we are. We're now on to the plain bagel, because isn't life exciting enough? Why not dull it down a bit? It tastes like sadness. It is now 9:16. I have put out all of the immediate fires this morning, and I think I'm gonna take the time to do my morning pages. This is a practice that is taught in The Artist's Way, which I am currently going through. Let me know if you care to see a vlog about that. Basically, it's stream of consciousness writing 3 pages a day, don't stop, just to kind of brain dump all the gunk out of your head so you can be more creative and ready to do your creative work. And I've been doing it every day, and honestly, I don't know if it's helping, but I like doing it, so it's okay. I'm gonna keep doing it. That's what I'm gonna do right now in my little break time. My tea has finally steeped and become a temperature that is drinkable. I put too much sugar in there this morning. That's a little sweet. Not gonna lie to you, it kind of tastes like Kool-Aid. There are worse things. Okay, let's do our morning pages. One thing I will say is that your hand hurts so bad doing these. It really does. That took about 15 minutes, and in that time, plenty more emails have come in, so it is back to work for me. Tea is maybe halfway gone. We're gonna work for a little bit as LA starts to wake up, because I am 1 hour ahead, and the hour between 9 and 10, when it is 8 to 9 over in LA, typically pretty quiet because the film industry is not awake yet. Okay, I'm stalling. Let's do this. It's 10 a.m. and I am considering whether I should put on makeup and actually brush my hair. My dog is chewing a bone right under the tripod, because this is the real life. I will never lie to you, internet. I would never lie to you. Should I do a fun transition? Ta-da. Was that cheesy? Don't tell me if it was. A lot of emails came in, and I also need to call a talent agent real quick, so today is not quite as quiet of a work day as I hoped it would be. Okay. It is now 11 a.m. Honestly, just a bit of a busy morning. Clearly not busy enough though, because I had time to do my makeup and talk to you. Yeah, just a lot of things back and forth. I was on phone calls for a while, and I just texted my friend Taylor, who is also a writer here on YouTube, and asked if she would be interested in doing a little co-writing session later. So she's gonna call me in about an hour, which means I have an hour to do what? I don't know. Just so you know, like, what my typical day is, I have to be near my phone and near my computer, but as long as I am not actively being needed for something, or I don't like have a task I have to complete, it's kind of a free-for-all. So I might just take my phone into bed with me and sit and be cozy in bed because it's quite cold here in New Mexico today, and read a little bit more of Writing Down the Bones by Natalie Goldberg. I am almost halfway through. This is a book about the craft of writing. It was published in the 80s. 1986. Natalie Goldberg was actually a professor at the University of New Mexico, which I did not know until I read this book. This is a very popular writing craft book, and I've been highlighting as I go some really interesting stuff in here about how to keep inspiration alive and about how to find motivation and stay creative even when life is hard. So far, totally recommend this. I go hang out in my warm, cozy bed under an electric blanket and read for an hour until Taylor calls me and we work on writing our own books. Now seems like a great time to clarify that I actually have lots of other things I need to be doing, not reading. I also brought my Kindle because it was in the other room. But I don't feel like doing them. I feel like resting and relaxing because it was the teeniest bit of a stressful morning. So those things will get done later. It is 15 minutes to noon now. I read maybe about 15 minutes. Highlighted some really good stuff actually, but then I was on the phone for 30 minutes with 3 different people because apparently it's just a phone call heavy work day for me, which is not normal. Usually things are conducted on Zoom meetings or over email, but a lot of phone calls today, hoping that was the last one for today. I have a lunch break today, an actual hour step away from my phone and computer lunch break, which does not happen all the time, from noon to 1, and I am going to be talking with Taylor during that time and getting some writing done, so I'm quite excited. But I do have 15 more minutes, so I think I am going to dive back into Writing Down the Bones. Oh, my dog just jumped on the bed. And I will see you when Taylor calls. Hey everybody, look who's here.
Hey guys.
It is now 12:45. Taylor is taking a pee break and I'm taking a update the vlog break. We started off by just chatting and yapping because that's what we do. And then we decided to do a 15-minute reading sprint because both of us were like, I'm not quite feeling ready to write yet. So we did do that. She's reading Macbeth, which I love. Love Shakespeare. And then I was reading Writing Down the Bones, of course. I am fairly close to the end now. Well, that might not be entirely true. I have like 60 pages left. Anyway, you would rather I talk about my writing, I'm pretty sure. So what we are working on right now is chapter 10.5, because I actually decided to split chapter 10 into 2. So I am adding a brand new conversation at the end of this chapter between my main character Ray and the love interest Kovu, but this is when they still hate each other, so that's fun. This is true enemies to lovers. It is not opponents or dislike. No, it's enemies. Actively enemies to lovers, which I adore. I feel surprisingly good about what I wrote, which is interesting only because I wasn't particularly feeling great about it when we started, but I think I actually wrote some pretty banger lines. I read it aloud, did an audiobook thing for Taylor, and she actually really enjoyed it as well, so that's always nice to hear. We're actually in the middle of a sprint right now. You can see my computer moving because Taylor came back. but we should actually be writing right now. The sprint is in fact going. Anyway, I have 15 minutes left to my lunch break. I am going to keep writing, and then after my lunch break, I think I'll actually eat lunch. It is 1:01 p.m. I just hopped off my call with Taylor because technically my lunch break is over. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have work to do right now. But I did actually eat lunch on my lunch break, so I need to eat food now. Just take some time to be quiet and think, because I don't know where the rest of the scene needs to go, so I need to work on that. I only wrote 187 words, which is not a lot for me, but it was good because I closed a gap and then started on this last little scene bit that I'm adding to this chapter. So I feel good about the words I got. It's just that there weren't a lot of words. I'm going to honestly just think and brainstorm, because that is half of being a writer. And then I said I would call Taylor back in about an hour and we could do another sprint. That's it. That's my day. This angle is very low. I can't be bothered to fix it. It is now 2:15 p.m. I had lunch. I took a little power nap, like a 20-minute power nap. Now I'm just doing a little bit of work. I have a little bit more that I need to do before I can call Taylor back and do some more writing, but that is the plan. I would like to finish the chapter I'm working on today, so ideally we can wrap this up in the next 15-ish minutes and then call my writing buddy so I can have some external motivation. I have relocated to the couch and the puppy has joined me. This is my little 7-month-old Goose. I think you are half beagle, half poodle. He's a poogle, or a beagle-do, if you will. You have a very muddy nose. Were you digging outside? It's neither here nor there. I'm gonna call Taylor. It is now 2:22, so let's finish writing for the day so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. I should. That would be the correct decision. Too many tabs open on my computer. The new twist thing that I added in is that Kovu's rooms. I just realized I'm recording and I've been recording for... The lighting is terrible, but it is what it is. I'm on my treadmill. I am still FaceTiming with Taylor and writing with her, but I've been sitting all day, so I decided I need to stand up and just walk while I'm writing, so that's where we're at now. It is 10 minutes to 4 p.m. and I have written 486 words for the day so far, so we're doing good. I still would love to finish this chapter. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we'll see. I'm sorry this clip is so movie. Treadmill. We did it. It is 4:28 p.m. and I finally finished this chapter. I just hung up with Taylor. You can hear my puppy crying in the background because it's dinner time and he wants dinner right now. But I feel really, really, really freaking good about that. It took a minute, but talked through a lot with Taylor and finally got the scene where it needed to go. We have moved on. We are fixing up an end part of chapter 13, and then we'll be in chapter 16, and we're just gonna keep plowing forward. I am, however, tapped out. I'm probably done writing today. I wrote 747 words today. I don't know over how long amount of time. I don't actually know how long we were sprinting, or even how long we were on the phone. A while. 747 words is nothing to scoff at. Pretty proud of that. And in the project, I am just under the 30,000 word mark. I'm at 29,578 words for the project. And again, this is draft 3. I don't think at any point I actually explained. I just assumed you're not new here. If you are new here, what's up? I'm glad you're still here at this point in the video, I'm writing a YA fantasy book. This is currently draft 3, so this book has been written a few times and changed a lot. And here we are in draft 3, and it's becoming more and more clear every day. Very, very thankful for that. I do have an outline of everything that happens from here. We're just pushing forward. So anyway, done writing for the day. I am contemplating if I have it in me to film a sit-down video, because I do technically have time before my husband comes home, and I don't want to write, and work is quiet, technically still on the clock, but I haven't had to do much, so I probably should, right? Especially because this would be a rather short sit-down video. I could probably knock it out in 30 minutes or less. I should probably do that while the lighting is still good. A little behind the scenes for you guys on this video. I was gonna film this in front of my bookshelf, like I film lots of my videos, but I found the biggest spider, the biggest spider I have ever seen inside of a house, outside of a zoo. Literally, I have chills right now. I'm not like actively afraid of spiders, but I don't like them. I didn't even finish the story. There was a spider where I usually sit, and I said no thank you. And I was gonna be brave. I don't normally do this. I was gonna be brave and I was gonna kill the spider, turn around for 2 seconds to get something to kill it with. Turn around, it's gone. Lift all the pillows, lift the blanket, look under the couch. So I will no longer be entering that room, and we're filming the video here. It is now 5:36 p.m. We are going to close out this vlog. I think, tentatively, I am done with work for the day. If you didn't know, I'm on call from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Like I said, it was a slower day. I think I might be done with work tonight. I'm definitely done writing. The dogs have been fed. My husband will be home soon, and I am just sitting down now on the couch with my laptop, about to do some beta reading for a friend of mine. That's how I'm going to spend the rest of my night. Thank you for hanging out with me today on this day in my life. If you enjoyed this video at all, please give it a thumbs up. That actually really helps. Leave a comment down below if you made it to the end of the video saying how cute my dog is. Either one of them or both of them. Okay, I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.